Welcome to Your Anime Senpais. I'm John.
And I'm Richard.
And today we're going to be reacting to DanMachi Season 2, Episode 8. And Richard, in the last episodes, we've had Belle kind of go to the pleasure district and have that adventure and experience. And the very last episode, we had him pretty much questioned over and over again by Hestia and his advisor and a couple other people as to why were you there?
Lily.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened while you were in there?
So after all that was resolved, kind of, what was it? Mikoto. Belle kind of went to her and said, "Hey, I'm going to help you try to get Haruhime out of, I guess, Ishtar's possession." And so that's going to kind of be what they're going for, I would hope, in this episode, if things work out. So that we have that kind of going on, and they do run into Hermes, and he gives them some good ideas. If I remember correctly, he gives them the idea to buy her, basically, since she's a prostitute, possibly.
And she doesn't seem to be a fighter class, so it should be relatively cheap. If 2 million is cheap, I guess.
Yeah, because they were pretty excited, like, oh, that's possible. But 200 million for the debt was like, what?
Right. Yeah.
I don't see how that was
any better. But
so easy to do comparably, but whatever. So. They're thinking they can raise this 2 million, I guess, to get her out. Then Hermes also mentions the Killing Stone.
Yeah, well, so like he basically asked, well, who is this person that you're trying to rescue? And then Makoto.
Yes, Mikoto.
She was like, oh yeah, it's Haruhime, and she's a Renard. And so then he kind of just went silent for a second, and that's when he mentions the Killing Stone. And that's pretty much all he says. Oh, I'm just a person that delivers packages. I'm not really supposed to, say this or anything. But the package that I delivered to Ishtar was the Killing Stone, and then that was pretty much it. And they just kind of brushed it off too. That was the other thing too. Just like, oh, okay, well, it's cool.
Yeah, they waited until he left to be like, do you know what the Killing Stone is?
Yeah.
And really, even the episode before, whenever they did show Hermes, he was just delivering. Well, it looked like all he had was those love potion vials.
Right.
So I don't know if that was just included in that box or whatever I think he handed over to Ishtar, or what all was involved in that transaction.
Right.
But so they know about the Killing Stone and the ritual. Well, maybe not the ritual anyway, but we cut to Ishtar and she's talking about how the Killing Stone ritual is coming up, and they need, well. Yeah, they need Belle. They need Belle as leverage against Freya, because I guess once the ritual's over, that will provoke her, I guess, to maybe go into war with each other or something. I don't know what it's going to provoke her to do, but they need Belle. So that's, if I haven't missed anything, is there anything else we missed between there and then?
No, that's pretty much it. Like, she just she knows that Freya's interested in Belle, so as long as they have Belle, then they're going to provoke Freya, like you said. So,
yeah. So at this point, they need to get Belle. And they're like, oh, well, what's the best way to get Belle? And, don't, what was it? Don't taste him or whatever it is. So they, we end the last episode with them in the dungeon, kind of grinding to level up or whatever, having a good time. Everything's back to normal in this world. And then the one chick shows up with the big sword, and I can't remember her name.
Yeah, I don't
but
remember
she shows up. She's got a buff or an aura kind of going on. And it's just really left ambiguous at the end. Like, did she strike him down? Did somebody, step in to block the attack?
Or did he dodge?
Yeah, did he dodge? We don't know. So hopefully this episode we'll see what happens, and we'll find more out about this Killing Stone ritual. So let's just get right into this episode and find out. Okay, so we're going back a little bit to where she was casting the buff.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're fighting the wolves, dog
That's
things.
right. Yeah. Okay. Because they backed him into the corner.
And then,
Oh, no firebolt for you.
Aisha. It's funny how the wolves just kind of disappear.
They're like, whoa, we're not messing with those
Right,
two.
yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Not looking good.
And then the strike. Dodge. Oh.
Oh, okay. Oh, interrupted.
Ooh.
Wow, that is such a big sword.
I know, right? And she's buffed.
Yeah.
So. Yikes.
That looks even bigger now.
Right. Man. She is manhandling him.
This almost feels like that Broly fight.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, lost the buff. Timed out.
Run!
Run, yeah. That's...
It's not looking good now.
Yeah. There you go. Haruhime.
Oh, she didn't even know.
Yep.
I actually kind of thought maybe she did know.
Yeah. So the title of the episode is Killing Stones. I'm sure we'll find out more about that here pretty soon. They captured both of them or just him? Their only target was him, right?
Yeah. I mean, they might have just kept Mikoto just because she interrupted things. I don't know.
Maybe. Not really liking that room, though.
No. No. Yep.
Yeah.
What does that even mean? She'll break them. That's just so cringy.
Oh, they did capture her.
Okay.
What?
Did she unlock the cell?
I know, right? Oh, no, she just threw the keys. Oh, come on. No, don't start at all.
Oh.
That's creepy.
She's even like more than triple his size as far as like width.
Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
I'll go get some medicine. No, not obsessed with you. I'm sorry, Belle.
Yeah, you really do.
But what are you gonna do?
Oh, wait. How does she know about this place?
Does she know which key is the right one? Okay. That's exactly what the frog lady wanted.
Right. Just this is great and all, but you need to run. You need to run. Don't stand around. Just go.
Yeah, I know, right?
Don't
They're just
sit
gonna
there.
have a moment, you know.
Yeah, run. Go and leave now. Now is the time to leave.
Oh, that's
How?
convenient.
How did she do that?
You know, Spider-Man. Just hold on to the walls.
But there's
There's no corners either, so it's not like she could have.
what was that?
Oh. Oh, that stuff.
Oh yeah. How does she?
Maybe she was the only one that knew about it as well.
Yeah, she's fine. It'll be okay. But she's gonna still keep looking for him though, so she won't leave until she finds him.
Yep. Kind of figured that.
Ugh.
Oh, that was
Ugh.
one of the last ones. That could have been Belle.
That could have been.
She's back up there?
How?
What?
How does she hang up like that? That's so weird.
It's obviously a library. Or something like that.
Oh, how convenient. Right in the open.
Well, it is coming up, so maybe they got to do the research on it.
Yeah, but what's her name won't.
Well, with her kind of taking Belle, what's her name, Finra or whatever, the frog lady.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone's going to be kind of upset with her at least.
True. It's not gonna be soon enough though.
She doesn't act like that's even possible. Oh.
But it's probably not gonna be. It's probably too late. Because I can only assume that whatever this killing stone ritual is, it's gonna involve her. You know, he could just take her along too. You think?
Yeah. Is that Hermes?
Probably. Oh.
No?
No? What? Oh, wasn't that, pretty logical.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He did talk to her about that.
Did they know the name of it at the time?
They did, because she
The
was
something. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Oh, just as a name.
jumped
Wow.
across the table. Yes, can we understand what this is now? I mean, obviously it's got a really ominous name, but
Mm-hmm. I like how she was just like, "Oh yeah, the Killing Stone."
Seal's ways.
Oh,
What?
why would you want that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yojitsu.
Okay.
Oh. Well, I mean, who wouldn't want a magic generator? Hmm.
Okay.
Oh. Hmm.
So what's so special about Yojutsu?
I guess the different type of magic or abilities.
Just kind of let him finish. It's probably just destroyed.
Probably divided. Oh, cannot be restored. Hmm. So it is possible to restore it? Hmm.
Yes, let's make noise. Hmm.
Hmm. Tonight. Of course.
It's almost nighttime.
So what they need to do is just burn the mansion down. Is that the same place that she took them last time almost?
Maybe. No, like just take her though.
Hmm.
Like just take her. Just just take her.
Just grab her hand. Are you sure you're not in any danger?
Well, she is, but oh, well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. She probably does.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Hmm. Was she wanting to feel useful, maybe?
I don't think she just doesn't have any choice. Yikes.
Was she the one mainly after her power?
No, I think she really. I think she likes Haruhime, but she can't go against. She can't go against Ishtar.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you guys were.
Hmm.
That was her buffs. Or a level
Oh,
boost.
that's her ability. So they could just constantly have access to that. Hmm. That's so messed up.
It is kind of messed up.
I wonder if she knew about that the whole time, or like after a while, and she was just, becoming friends with her just to make it easier on her. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. They don't have time for that though. Hmm. Hmm.
They became friends. No?
Oh, she destroyed their killing stone they had. Hmm?
Oh, wow.
What? Wow. So to make up for it. Hmm.
Hmm. It's like every other familia is just so messed up. Rescuer? Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Hmm. Uh,
She's trying to egg him on.
yeah. But I mean, it's more of a mature action to consider everything else instead of just jumping in rashly.
True.
Hmm.
But at the same time, he's running out of time too. Yikes. Uh,
Hmm. Hmm. Wow, he's not even like he is just so out of it right now.
Mm.
I mean, I'm sure he's like contemplating, should I have went after her? And
Probably.
what's stopping me, kind of thing. But
Yeah.
so I guess she knows what the Killing Stone ritual is, which is really messed up.
Yeah.
And she's not really trying to leave. I mean, I know she has the collar on, but
Yeah.
she's
Oh,
not.
Haruhime, yeah.
Yeah, she's not trying to do anything, to prevent it.
Right. I mean, yeah, if she tries to run away, then they're going to know where she's at. I mean, even if there's like I was thinking, well, if there's a radius of how far it goes, but then even if she leaves the compound, they're going to know that she left, and they're just going to immediately jump right on her. So
Yeah.
she's pretty much stuck there unless they destroy this killing stone. How many killing stones are there? Because Aisha destroyed the one. It looks like.
Yeah. Well, and even though I said it was the Killing Stone, maybe it wasn't. But it kind of implied it was.
Kind of, yeah.
Because it was very special to them, and that's why they possibly need to get another one. And maybe that was me being a little too presumptuous, but that's what I really think that was.
Well, considering we haven't actually seen the killing stone that Hermes delivered, so that's all we can say is that was probably. I mean, again, that kind of brings up the question of how many killing stones are there? Like, how does that all work? So
well, I mean, I guess if you only need a full moon and a Renard, you can make as many as you want.
I guess so, yeah. But we also confirmed too that it was Haruhime that was the one that was buffing Aisha. So that's
level boosting.
Yeah, level boosting.
That's actually a pretty cool ability. But I would not want it if it cost that to just have always.
Well, I mean, like looking at it, kind of like an Ishtar's point of view, at least, if she gets that into the Killing Stone and then separates that all to all her troops, I mean, that gives them a huge advantage. Of course, I don't know what kind of what Freya's familia is made up of, but I mean that I can only imagine that they would have a really difficult time going against because it looks like so Aisha was level 3, but then she got the level boost. So is that 1 level? Is that 2 levels? 3 levels? I mean, how far does that go? I wonder. So
level 3 and 4 maybe seem to kind of be the average that most people are that we've kind of seen.
But she was manhandling everybody, or like those
true.
Two. So
yeah.
So I mean, if level 3 and 4 is the average, Freya's familia apparently is the most powerful. So we can only think that maybe they're like 4 or 5 ish.
Maybe, or more.
Or more. Know. So, I mean, again, it really just kind of depends too. But I would think though that Ishtar is smart enough to know, like, if she can get all her familia to like minimum level 4, and then just swarm.
Maybe defeat them with numbers.
Yeah, defeat them with numbers and strength too. It's just. So, yeah, I mean, looking at her point of view, that's the best thing to do if she wants to get rid of Freya. So,
yeah.
And honestly, thinking about too, like, so Apollo's familia, before it was taken down. I mean, they had quite a few people on their side, and they had some pretty powerful people too. So, if they weren't the most powerful, if you compare them to like Freya and Ishtar, so if Apollo wasn't the most powerful familia, so we can only imagine how powerful the other two are. Let's say they're like maybe close to each other, like Freya's number 1 and Ishtar's number 2. So if having that killing stone closes the gap and makes it even, or makes it higher, then I mean, yeah, like I said, I can definitely see Ishtar being the goddess of war, amongst other things, definitely just jumping on that opportunity to just, and if it costs 1 life of Renard, then whatever.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter the size of the shard. They could just keep breaking it down almost into powder, maybe? I don't know how far it goes, but
they said shards, I think, right?
Yeah, shards, because well, and that don't make sense, because whenever Aisha or whatever broke the one stone, it wouldn't have mattered because, just broken the shards, they would have still been able to use it.
Well, I think it has to be intact first. At least I'm imagining that it has to be intact first. Then the Renard soul transfers into it, and then they have to break into. It has to transfer into as a whole piece.
Yeah.
So that it can, I guess, I don't know, imbue itself within it or whatever, and then they can start breaking into pieces, and then.
Okay. Yeah.
Part of that soul.
Maybe the Killing Stone wasn't actually complete.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah. And also, I'm kind of wondering about the size of the familias because with Apollo, it was that mansion. We kind of talked about that, and with Ishtar, it's the city
or the district,
or a district even. And so far with Freya, I'm kind of wondering now if her familia stretches into that endless tower into the sky, because we always see her standing up in the clouds almost. And what size of what size of a familia is that?
Right. Yeah.
That could be limitless almost. So, I don't know. That could be the thing is the numbers game,
right?
And strength, of course, too. But
so I mean, Aisha, she was able to take on at least a level 3. It was supposed to be someone that was in her comparative level, but she again manhandled Bell. Of course, he was also taken by surprise to his credit too. So
that's true.
But of course, if they attack Freya, that's also going to be a surprise attack too. But I don't know. I mean, we also don't know specifically what that means from a level up too. I mean, does she get more endurance?
Well, obviously, they were going to declare war on her, wasn't they going to declare war on Freya?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So I mean, I guess they would kind of see it coming, but maybe not the fact that they have that buff.
Right, exactly.
So
but yeah. So overall, I thought it was an okay episode. Just really setting up for what's to come, and I'm glad that at least finally explained what the Killing Stone it was, because all we know was that the Killing Stone. It's like, okay, what does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad they explained it. Yeah, it was kind of messed up, honestly, and I guess I should have, if I would have tried to make some, guesses, maybe that would have been one of them, but I guess I couldn't have seen the full depth of how twisted the total in-game plan was with that, because Aisha seemed like her friend, not just someone that would just use her, to keep her subdued until that time almost.
Well, I mean, she is her friend, but
she's also one time enchanted or whatever as well.
Yeah, the one time that she actually tried to help, she got severely punished for it, and then she's under some kind of control of some kind, and now she's compelled to, follow Ishtar's orders to the last, and even if it means sacrificing her own friend. That's why I think she was egging on Belle, because it's like, hey, you got to take her, but she was kind of doing it in like a very subtle way too.
Yeah, like why aren't you doing anything?
Right. Yeah. So. But like you said too, Belle's got to take everything into consideration too, because last time that they tried to do things on impulse, they end up getting to familial war, and
I kind of see this season ending that way. Maybe a 3-way family war, familial war, or randomly enough, maybe Freya and Hestia join together. That would be so weird, but I'm just like, that would be
possibly. I kind of, based on what I'm seeing on the intro, and of course that could just be misleading too.
That's true.
It could just be Hestia's Familia, specifically Belle, just doing a.
That is true. I didn't even consider that. Like a siege or some kind of just 1-on-1 or.
Like he's going to infiltrate and then rescue her somehow, and then. Get out of there. But the one thing is too, like they got to break the collar. Honestly, though, even if they do rescue her, and even if they do break the collar, I mean, there's no Ishtar won't stop until she's got that plan in motion. So, really, they gotta figure out a way to shut down Ishtar and her plans. So, how do you do that? Do you break the Killing Stone again? I mean, you could do that, but clearly, like you said, they could just make more somehow or get more.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the limit is for this. They've not really talked about that. They just said they need a Renard and a full moon, and
the Killing Stone.
I mean, it's not like one of those other anime where they're like every 1,000 years on the blood moon, and all the stars align, and no, it's just like, oh, we just need a Renard and a full moon, and just a stone.
Yeah. So that's gonna be the big thing, though. Like how, I mean, they could, as I said, rescue Haruhime, but I mean, how do you shut down Ishtar? How do you shut down her plans? So you could get Freya involved, but and here's something else I was thinking about too during the episode. It's like, so Ishtar had mentioned how Freya was so interested in Belle, but she wasn't doing anything to Belle.
Mm-hmm.
But so far, Belle, or at least Hestia's Familia, has taken down Apollo and his Familia. So I wonder if Freya is somehow manipulating things to where Belle and
Familia is just kind of doing
taking
her work for her.
Exactly, taking down every other Familia.
I guess I did kind of think about that whenever the episode started, and she's like, and Ishtar was like, well, I don't know why Freya's not making a move on this guy, and I was like, maybe she's just letting things kind of just go.
Yeah, just let them all play out. But that would also, I would also think too that maybe she has some sort of special knowledge about Belle's, what was it?
The Argonaut ability, maybe?
Yeah, Argonaut ability, or even just his seal too, because Hestia even mentioned about how his seal was like very special, or at least she was thinking about it, or something like. But I have a feeling that Freya may have more knowledge than what anyone else does about Belle. So
that is something I kind of miss from this season, because I remember the first season talking more about the seal. If I remember correctly, it seemed like it was a constant thing. Like, hey, I'm leveling up, and they would talk about the seals. I mean, we did get to see a seal
being transferred,
and that was cool. But it just seems like there's so much information we're not given about that stuff that I guess from a technical point of view I find interesting, because I'm like, well, to me it's kind of weird that there are stats that somebody has that they can't even access or see. So it's like, what do you do with that? You gotta have a god or goddess and take their word for what's going on with that. So
pretty much
it's kind of an interesting system, because it's not like you can just pull it up or look at it in your HUD or whatever, and I just leveled up and got this skill, and
kind of like with Shield Hero, where he's just like, oh, okay, well, I got this tree here, I need to level up this skill here, I'll select this.
Like they don't have that. They just basically have to take their god or goddess's word for it and hope that they make the right decisions to level them up.
Yeah, I mean, well, I would think they would try to anyways, just because it's their Familia, and they're trying to, the god or goddess is trying to level up their Familia and make them more influential in this area. So
and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just one thing I've missed, I guess, as far as like them talking about the seal more. But I know there are more important things kind of going on. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to take away from that, but I would like to know a little bit more. Like, especially whenever he showed up maybe a day or two later, and he's like, hey, let's go take on Apollo, and I'm like, well, what happened? Did you level up? What happened? I want to know what the details are.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was just something I have against this season so far, but it's nothing big.
That's fair. Well, do you have any other final thoughts you want to give about the episode?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I will say I did kind of like the episode. I didn't actually say that earlier, but it wasn't the best episode as far as like this, this arc, but it did give a lot more information. I was glad for that. But yeah, I mean, I like the direction it's going. I hope it resolves soon, because we're quickly wrapping up.
Yeah, we got like
season
4 episodes now left.
So I really don't know if they're gonna finish this season. That's, I mean, kind of to me that's up in the air. Maybe they're just like actually setting it up for, hey, we're gonna have this huge Familia battle or something.
Well, we did talk about how Apollo's the war game with Apollo was going. We thought it was going to take like a couple episodes, and it was done one episode.
Yeah, so. It didn't even take a full episode, I don't think, or it took most of one anyway. But well,
so okay. I could see this arc finishing up by episode 12 or 13, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess I could just start it and then have this huge battle, and we kind of have the in-scene credits rolling as they save Haruhime.
I can only assume.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So, in any case,
yeah, that was all I had.
Okay. So. All right. Well, what did you all think of this episode, and what do you think about this whole Killing Stone ritual? Let us know down in the comments below.
And if you enjoyed this reaction, subscribe, hit that notification bell beside it, and do all that to keep up with the channel, all the content we put out each week. And if you'd like to consider to support our channel and all the content we do put out and to help us improve it, we've got links down below for all that as well. So we'll see you in the next episode.